They like trap music, but that's not me. They like pop music, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, set you up, take it safe, then vanish without a trace. They like Balenciaga, but that's not me. They like Dolce Gabbana, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, take your girl to your face.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, should Alexander Povetkin retire? Now, most of the panelists agree. We saw a lot of slippage in Alexander Povetkin. He didn't even look right going into the ring. So I'm starting off with Trill Dog. Bill, do you think Alexander Povetkin should retire?
The commission has spoken. Now, yes, I think I don't want to see Povetkin in there getting hurt, anymore. Just the way he reacted to those shots he took last night, even after the fight, even in his win against Dillian in the first fight. I was saying if he loses it should be a wrap. I think should he retire now? No. The reason why I said this no, not right now, is because I think he deserves one last fight in Russia for his people, because he's put on. He's been a great fighter, gold medalist in the Olympics. He's put on for his country. So I think he deserves a great send-off. Not against no killer or nothing, but at least a great send-off where, he can fight in Russia and send him off properly with a nice victory.
Melina, you ever went to Russia, bro?
Yo, Melina need to stop wearing a Mexican flag, dog.
Remember, Melina can't fight in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Unless they cleared it. But I remember years ago, he was talking about how he got banned because of PED use. And then the dude they caught him in a gym, like somebody's training camp. And I guess when you get suspended, you can't even spar with dudes like in training. You can't even be at gyms. And he got caught. And then they gave him, I think, like a 5-year ban or something. Yo, don't quote me on how long it was. It was something crazy. So that's why you only see him over there in like the UK and Saudi Arabia and stuff, because he can't fight in the States. So I'm just saying, Russia, man, they got. Just saying, man, Povetkin need that work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm sure everybody, he has a lot of fans, and I'm sure they would like to, cheer him on one last time, and let him go out with his hand raised. I got a lot of respect for Povetkin. Never once on this channel have you ever heard me disrespect Povetkin, not one term. You got to give him all the respect in the world, Look, who he lost to. I'm not even mad at that. Mm-hmm. It's been in great fights. I think it's time to hang it up. Just seeing how he's looked of late, and just seeing how he was yesterday after taking those punches and stuff like that. I think we've seen the last of Alexander Povetkin. I feel like, let him go out, in front of his home crowd, with his fans, cheering for him, and let him get an easy victory and a send-off. Why not? I think he deserves at least that.
Respect. G.
And what he should do next, man, me personally, I think he should holler at Big Pharma Millers Connect, you know what I'm saying, and get some of that juice. I have to be honest, because I'm like Trill, I don't want to see Povetkin anymore. But I'm down to see Povetkin in the ring again. I'm just saying. So if my man could, hey, listen, at 40 years old, 41, whatever he is, if it wasn't COVID, then it was old age. So he needs something, man. He needs a little pick me up. You know what I mean? So you need to go to that local bodega in Russia and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, get that raging bear and, hold it down, son. I'm just saying, man, like.
I don't want no problems. Can you pass me my Adidas tracks?
The views and opinions of G do not reflect the Boxing Bros as a whole.
Yo, stop
all the other faces you see on this screen. And every time G talks trash about Povetkin or Russia, something happens with our like videos and like us
we
uploading
apologize. Listen. Yo, listen, man. Hey, Povetkin, I already had your back before. I acknowledge that you wasn't a drug cheat, according to Mauricio Suleiman. But I'm just saying, you might want to consider it after this performance. I'm just saying. Yo, listen, man. Listen, bruh, it's okay. These young boys, these young bulls, man, don't mess with them, man. You know what I'm saying? So either do what Trill said, get you a send-off, holla at Melina, you know what I'm saying? It could be the battle of the old heads, you know, and y'all could front like Melina's like a Mexican threat or something over there in Russia. Get a good payday and disappear, man. But other than that, I think you're done. You know, and I hope I'm not saying it negatively. It's just, you've done great, man. Like, you lost to the best. Klitschko, Joshua, even Dillian Whyte. These are good. These are honorable losses. These ain't like you're losing to like dudes in the top 20. You're losing to elite level fighters. So, man, you had a good run, bro. You just old. So it happens, man. You can't beat for all the time sometimes. No, you just can't beat for all the time unless you go on the scientific route. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't trying to go the PED route, man, it's been a good run, man. Salute to you. Thank you for providing us great fights, man. And yeah, it is what it is.
G's whole part was a disclaimer.
What? Yo,
no association with anything G said. For real.
I was just saying what they thinking. You know what I mean? So,
and it may have been a pause-worthy moment in there as well. That we was like, yeah. I don't want no parts of Povetkin unless it's Povetkin. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Man, y'all are too much, man. I don't want Povetkin's talented. Yeah, he looked off last night. I don't know what was going on with him. I don't want to see him retire. He is 41 years old, and at that age, I don't want to see a 40 box over 40 getting punished or putting himself in that sport where it's not good as you age in it. But I do want to see him have one last good fight or two, maybe. Maybe he takes on a tune-up after this knockout, and then I think he passes the torch to like a younger up-and-coming prospect or something like that. I would like to see that. What was it? The guy last night, Fabio, he kind of like hinted at, I would like to take on the winners. If not, chase accolades or something, but
the dude
take on
to die for?
Yeah.
He's not ready, bro.
He's not ready. Povetkin probably violate the kid.
Fish and chips that night.
Yeah. So, just take a nice tune-up and then pass the torch on to a young and upcoming prospect. So that's how I would like to see him go out.
Well, for me, the question for Povetkin is, does he want to be a gatekeeper? Because at this point, I don't see him as someone who can beat the champions. He already lost to Anthony Joshua. He's lost to Vladimir Klitschko. And Dillian Whyte is top tier contender now. It's questionable if Dillian Whyte can beat the champions. Dillian Whyte has lost to Anthony Joshua as well. And he hasn't fought Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, but again, he's not a former champion. So Povetkin went to losing to champions to now losing to a contender. I don't even want to call Dillian Whyte a contender. I feel like he's above contender, but for I don't know.
We'll call him a pre-champ.
Yeah, he's an alphabet soup champ. He has one of those alphabet soup belts, But now the question is no longer can Povetkin be champion of the world. I think that has passed. I think that's behind us. Now it is, does he want to be that guy who people fight to find out who they are? Really, because I look at it like there are some fights I would be intrigued with to see a Povetkin in them. Like, for example, Povetkin versus Daniel Dubois, I think would be an interesting fight. Even Povetkin versus Usyk, like Usyk, see Povetkin and Usyk, I think that would be an interesting fight. Povetkin, to me, is 41 years old. George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight champion ever at 45. So that's what we're talking about now with Povetkin. And George Foreman was already champion before he recaptured the title, and Povetkin is now chasing his dream. I just think for him, it may be time to decide if he wants to be a gatekeeper, and if he doesn't, he should hang him up. But if he does hang him up, I think Trill came up with a great idea. He should just go to Russia, have a send-off. And I honestly think that a better opponent than Molina is F.A. Ajapa. Again, I think Povetkin should bring F.A. Ajapa to Russia, and I think he'd win. But it's also good for F.A. because if he wins, he now elevates himself to a discussion where they're talking about him fighting champions. So that's the status he's at right now. Gatekeeper. I mean, he can fight Derek Chisora in a send-off too, I guess, but Chisora has Joseph Parker, and we don't know what's going to happen with that fight. Maybe he can fight the winner of Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora in his last hurrah in Russia. But at the end of the day, I don't see him as a threat to becoming champion anymore. And if that was his goal, then maybe he should hang it up.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome.